Hello there. Hi. How are you? It's
Uh,
uh it's here little Melissa Gramling. Ask me about my willy. Well, what about your willy? I can see your willy over your shoulder. And I bet you don't say that to many people in life.
no.
Everybody get a good look at Melissa Gramling's willy back there. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I
That's
figured
it's,
I'd do that. Little, like, put it in a weird place or something like you did with Jamie's soap cock thing.
it's the funny thing is we didn't talk about this in advance. We didn't talk about
No.
you got the willy right up on your dresser there. I mean, which is probably not uncommon in your life. And I put "Ask me about my willy" under your name. Completely randomly came together like that. The universe loves your
Yeah,
willy.
sometimes it happens.
Congratulations on the willy. All right,
Uh
so
huh.
how you been? How's everything? How's life? How's just everything in general?
We had 2 doctor's appointments today.
Okay.
The reason why we're doing this now. Toki got stump shapers today.
Stump shapers. So that is when I don't know. You tell me. I don't really know. I mean, I know what it sounds
It's
like.
like the first step in getting prosthetics.
Okay, so they got to like make it the right, so they can match them up, so the prosthetic
Right.
fits. I'm assuming correctly. That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. How'd it go?
Well, he's got them on now. He's got to wear it like 24/7 for what, 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
And then he said they're going to give him prosthetics in steps, like
Okay.
a little at a time. And I'm like, why? But okay, I guess his legs got to adjust to it. So
Now, will they give him like jumping powers? Is that how this works?
no,
So he'll be able to.
he's actually going to have feet.
So it won't make it
Not
so he can like jump a tremendous
no,
distance or
not the
anything like that.
bouncy, not the bouncy things. No,
Okay.
that's
Well, I
not.
don't know how this works. I'm not sure.
I don't
But I
either.
figured if we were getting, if we're
This
going to
is
get him,
my
why not get an upgrade? Why not? I don't really know.
yeah, have him
Um,
bounce, but yeah,
yeah.
his appointment went well, and my mom had an eye appointment, and she can now see 20/20 vision. She now has
Holy shit,
20/20 vision. So
your vision's far better than mine. That's a
yeah,
that's a
mine
good
too,
deal.
probably.
Yeah. So did she drive you home then, or did you drive?
Oh
If
no, no,
she
no,
can
no,
see really
no.
well
She can see really well, but we're not letting her drive just yet.
now, hand-eye coordination not quite there yet. Cool. Well, I'm glad that
Um,
you did all
her
the
motor
doctor's
functions
appointments.
aren't all that
Not quite
things.
there. Yeah.
No.
We've got some books to get to. I'm going to pull the first one up, and I'm assuming that you're going to tell me all about it. Is that how this works? I forget. It's been a while.
I'm not all about it because I won't know.
All right, we shall see. The first one that we have coming up today.
Forever Bound in Tinsel, a novella in the Bound series by Chloe Stowe. Yeah. Narrated by Chris Merlin.
And that's a magical name. That came out the 29th of December. And by the way, Stencil's not going to hold you down for the tinsel. Not going to hold you down
Tinsel.
for very long. No, it's
That
not going to
depends
keep you
on how,
down. So
well,
I'm not sure that's bondage. Anyways, next we had.
I don't know either. I'll figure, I guess somebody will tell me. Next we had Death Changes Everything. I'm sure it does. By Sean Cunningham. Narrated by Kevin Tyson.
Yeah, that's
Cannot
where I
say
would have
that.
gone with it. That's where I would have gone with it too. Good call,
Ooh.
Lissa. That came out on the
Yeah,
29th.
I wasn't even going to try that.
I'm not going to try it either. Good call there. That one came out on the 29th. The most original name I've ever seen. You can't make that shit up. Here we go.
Predators, Vampire Kings, Book 1 by Loki Renard, either way, and narrated by Theo Sinclair.
Sweet. And is that the
Yes, I
same one
listened
with?
to the sample. Ooh.
Is it? Well, I don't know. Is it the same one as Arnold Schwarzenegger? That
No,
that's a big book.
no, no.
Um,
It's got
cool.
vampires in it. I don't think that Predator did,
I don't know. There's kind
but
of a
I
mix of
did
things
listen
going
to the
on.
sample.
How the
I
sample
listened
sound?
to. Oh, it was sounded amazing.
Really? So you're going to get
So
this
it's in
one.
my wish list.
Sweet. You know that's not
Eventually,
very.
yeah.
Well, your wish list only has what, 2 or 3 books in it, that sort of thing.
No, it's got two,
Is it
3 pages.
okay? That's a lot more than 2 or 3. Yeah, he's holding a
Yeah.
collar, but he kind of looks like he's got like the Joker face going on too. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. He does. He kind of
Yeah.
looks white. I mean, and it's smaller on my screen, I realize. But well, let me know how it is. This is one that I haven't heard of. I would love to hear how it is. What your opinion on it is. If you listen to it, you'll do a review. So win-win.
Yeah.
That one also
Yeah.
came out on the 29th. Next we had
When Death Frees the Devil, Death and the Devil Book 3 by L.J. Hayward, narrated by Rowan Scott.
nice, and that one came out on the 30th. Then we had
Just making sure I got all the correct things there.
I hope you
Lethal
do.
Control. I hope I do too, because I didn't look at it. The DuPage Parish, DuPage Mysteries, Book 3 by Gregory Ash, narrated by Declan Winters.
Our very own Declan. We love that, and that's a cool looking cover actually. Next we had
A Perfect Alibi, Lies, Greed, and Cover-Ups. Partners in Spy, Book 1 by Robert Fraser, narrated by Jordan C. Lewins.
just in the middle of the Facebook comments over here. I look over and somebody put, "Hey, would you blow me?" Like 2 names. Haywood Jablomi is the second name. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I've seen that one before.
Yep. Oh, I bet you have. That one came out on the 30th.
No.
Next, we had
Ghosted by Mo Fanning, narrated by Naomi Rose Mock.
nice. That one came out on the 30th. Next, we had this is an audio sample coming from one of our very own Kevy Earlywine. Kevy. Is that how you say his name? Kevy Earlywine.
Kevy,
Me and him are on
it is now.
we're on a first name basis. Hey, Kevy. Anyways, here
It
we
is
go.
now.
Hot Wishes and Cold Kisses, an MM holiday romance. Written by D.K. Sutton. Narrated by Kevin Earlywine. At 16, I stupidly confessed my love to Zachary Coleman, my best friend's older brother, only to be shattered by his rejection. In the 10 years since, I've made it through college, stayed best friends with Susie, and moved back home to teach 5-year-olds how to count and not put pencils up their nose. I've barely seen Zachary during this time. According to Susie, he has an aversion to fun, spending time with his family, and Christmas. When Susie is injured in an accident, Zachary is forced to come home and help take care of her 3 adorable but lively children. Zachary thinks because he manages an office full of staff, this will be easy. I'm still worried for my friend, but I enjoy watching Zachary fall flat on his gorgeous ass. And all those pesky feelings from 10 years ago? Still a problem. The more I'm around Zachary, the harder it's going to be when he leaves again. And should I mention I'm engaged to his sister? Hot Wishes and Cold Kisses is a standalone MM small town holiday second chance romance with sassy kids, a clueless caregiver, snowball fights, moonlight kisses, and a happily ever after.
I enjoy the sassy children, don't you?
No.
That one,
No.
congratulations, though. In all seriousness, we love DK Sutton, and we love Kevin, of course, or Kevy, as we call him now. That one came out on the 30th, and thank you so much for sending in the audio clip. Second we have is another audio clip. Here we go. Hello, you fucks. Hang on here a second. I'm smoking a pork butt. I got a pork butt on this morning, and I'm looking to see what our internal temperature is. Hey, we're recording stuff here. We're gonna do a promo. This one is for Loathed Legan. This is book 3 of the Foster Brothers series by the lovely Nora Phoenix. And little Alyssa Gramling asked me to do a promo because, I don't know, she was lazy this week, I guess. So I'm going to read you the summary. This is the little, when I was a kid, we'd have a lot of paperbacks, and you'd go to the library and you were looking at all the paperbacks you wanted to read, and you'd flip it over, and the summary would be on the back. And you could kind of judge a book by its summary. So that's what we're going to read right now. This isn't on the back of the paperback. Unless you have the paperback to this, and that'd be freaking awesome. Anyways, there you go. I'm old. When mutual hate turns into something else entirely. Legan absolutely despises his law professor, Killian Evans. He's an arrogant, snobby know-it-all who looks down on anyone who's not up to his standards. If only he wasn't so damn hot. If only he didn't make Legan want an entirely different lesson from him. Killian absolutely despises his student, Legan Foster. He's a lazy, flying by the seat of his pants C-plus student who barely can be bothered to pay attention at class. If only he wasn't so damn hot. If only Killian didn't want to teach him an entirely different lesson. See what she did there, where they both kind of had the same feelings. Loathed Legan is a steamy enemies to lovers MM romance that has insta-hate mixed with a solid dose of insta-lust, an age gap, found family, and two men who discover they're much more alike than they thought. It is the third book in the Foster Brothers series, a contemporary MM romance series about four men who choose to be brothers that can be read as standalones. Anyways, I know you all love this series. I greatly enjoy it myself. I love Nora to death. Hope you all enjoy. Have fun. I will see you next time. I mean, I just read it. I don't know what you're fucking talking about, Trace. People complaining.
I was not being lazy.
I don't know what you were... Look, everybody's going against me all at once here, Trace, and we got Listen. Jesus Christ. That one came out on the 3rd. Anyways. And, yeah. Next we had...
Okay. Hold Me Under. Water, Air, Earth, Fire, Book 1 by Riley Nash. Narrated by J.F. Harding and Stephen Dexter.
That one came out on the 3rd. Then we had...
The Friendship Equation. No? Equation? Yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me I said that right.
Equation. Yeah. Dequation.
Okay. Love Equations.
Wow.
Book 1, I'm guessing. By J.R. Gray. Narrated by Alexander Amato.
Alexander Amado. I like that name. That one came out on the 3rd. Then we had...
Stag and the Ash. The Rowan Harbor Cycle Book 5 by Sam Burns, narrated by Michael Fell.
That's a great looking cover, actually. Like, in all seriousness, that's a good looking cover. That one came out on the 4th. Then we had...
Adder and Willow, Rowan Harbor Cycle Book 6 by Sam Burns, narrated by Michael Fell.
And that one came out on the 4th. Then we had...
Traded, Off the Field Duet, Book 1 by Kimberly Knight, Rachel Lynn Adams, narrated by Liam DeCosmo and Tim Page.
Did you notice where he's holding that bat? It's in a very suggestive place.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Actually, yes, no, not quite. It's a little to the left. But
well, some guys are like that. Some guys are like that, where it's just left like that. Anyways, now the segment that we're all looking forward to here. This is what little Lissa Gramling listened to or read, or maybe both, depending on what kind of week she had this week. First we had...
I re-listened to this one. I'm currently in the middle of book 10. I wanted to stick with this universe because you were working on the Irresistible Dragons, book 2. So, anyway, Lucan, Maz, and Sando. Sando he's adorkable, as Lucan calls him, and frustrating at times. And I love the series. I always have, ever since it came out. And I always find my way back to do re-listens. I gave this one 4 bullets.
Yeah, I would say that if you're at book 9 in a series, it's like people are like, you definitely do like that series. Like, you're into it. If you get to book 9, normally if you get to book 3, you're into it. 9, that's impressive. And to go back and listen to that one specifically. Now, have you gone through all of these recently and gotten up to 9, or were you just like, 9 is my favorite?
Well, 9 is where I stopped off when I did my last re-listen of the series.
Gotcha. So there was a reason for you to come in there. So,
yes.
Very good. It looks like you did some reading as well. And the first one for that...
I did Peter and the Wolves by Mary Farmer. I gave this one 5 bullets and 5 stars.
Hey-o.
This is a new to me author. I loved the book. She talked about this book at GRL in one of the panels, and she was giving out like freebie codes for it. So
Fum. That's
yeah, that too. And it stayed on my to be read list until now. Peter comes from a noble family, and his fathers and brothers don't like the fact that he's gay. So after dinner, two of his brothers and one of their friends end up playing a joke and throwing him out of the village. He ends up wandering through the woods and meets this huge man, which I end up don't liking. Takes Peter to his house where he shares with 4 other guys. They're not shifters. They're just, I guess, folks that live in the woods. They're called wolves.
This guy went
They
off
end
in
up
the middle of the woods, and 4 guys dragged him back to their like dong
5,
dong dong
pretty
dong
much.
dong 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 dong.
No, this one guy, he ran into him in the woods and decided to follow him into the house where 4 other guys were there, and things happened.
I mean, obviously that was bad decision making on his part to start it, but
Yeah, well,
that still doesn't. So is this a true story, or
no.
I'm just making sure?
And there's 5 other books in the series.
So you did enjoy it though, as a 5 and a 5. That's that's a hell of a lot of bullets and stars. I'm almost hesitant to even flash this next one up on the screen here.
I did not put the link to it, so you're fine.
The last time we had we featured one of this author's. Well, anyways, here we go. K.L. Hires.
13 Days of Monster Fucking Volume 2.
Don't get banned. Don't get banned. Don't get banned. Don't get banned.
You're not going to get banned because
I don't fucking
the link
care.
is not in the thing.
Let him ban us. We're good. Sorry. Please go ahead.
Of course, this was a bullet breaker.
Hell.
All the monster loving, the not so willing humans at first you can handle. We saw a vampire with tentacles, a couple squatches, a mirror monster, an invisible demon, a snake-like creature, and supposedly a dead husband, and many more. Kat did an amazing job with this once again. There will be a volume 3 sometime this year, I hope. That they don't have to wait till now. But,
nice. and congrats, K.L. Hires. These are always big. Everybody loves them.
Yeah, I especially liked the vampire with tentacles.
Yeah, no doubt.
I kind of gave them that idea, so I said, "Hey, look, a vampire with tentacles."
Perfect. That's what we mashup. Yeah. I think that's what they call those a mashup.
Yeah, well, it was not as what I was, I guess, expecting. The vampire with tentacles to have.
Where were you expecting the tentacle to be exactly?
Well, let's narrow the tentacles, but
let's narrow this right down. Where you thought that he was going to have? He was like hanging, like a well-hung tentacle vampire, right? Is that what you thought the tentacle was going to be? Is
no.
You know? No, you didn't.
Well, no, the fangs were in the tentacles.
So his vampire fangs, he had a long tentacle dick, and his vampire fangs were off of was it like it's like the long tentacle dick?
It was like dick? little sharp needle-like tentacles.
Sharp pointed fangy teeth. Just
yeah. In the tentacles.
Okay.
And I'm just like, that's interesting. Never seen that before, so.
Right. I don't know. I would have enjoyed that. Anyways, congratulations on that amazing release as well. Kat, we enjoy you as always. Thank you for doing such a wonderful job on this week's show, Little Alyssa Gramling. You did great. We will see you next week. I think I'll be back on Monday for a Talk to the Beard. And we'll be back on Thursday at our regularly scheduled time in Facebook of 11 a.m. on the Thursday.
Yes,
is that
because
correct?
I don't see any appointments on my calendar.
Cool. Good news then. Enjoy. Have fun. We will see you all next week.
Bye.